Good evening and thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with the aftermath of that deadly nightclub fire in Brazil. The club's owners have been arrested along with 2 other people, and the first of hundreds of funerals took place today. The grief in Brazil tonight is overwhelming. More than 230 people died in that inferno, most of them in their late teens and early 20s. And Brazilians are demanding to know how it ever could have happened. Eric Sorensen has our top story tonight.
The funerals have begun in Santa Maria, Brazil. More than 230 people died, many of them students in this college town who were just out for a night of partying. For 2 days, family members have been identifying loved ones, body after body brought to the local gymnasium used as a morgue. A lot of sadness, he says. I lost my son in this tragedy. Today, investigators comb through the burned-out club. The interior only hints at the terror that must have engulfed patrons as quickly as the smoke did. The exterior stands scarred from the futile attempt Saturday night to break through the walls to get to those trapped. Most died of smoke inhalation or were trampled. There is no way to explain what we saw, she says. It's very sad. There was apparently just one main exit. In the panic, bodies piled up, sealing the fate of those trapped inside. Police have made initial arrests, a co-owner of the club and 2 members of the band that may have started the fire. Brazilian TV suggested soundproofing in the club was set ablaze, a reenactment describing how the band fired a kind of flare that lodged in the ceiling, catching fire that couldn't be put out. Some fleeing patrons were held up by security, initially unaware of the seriousness, ensuring bar tabs had been paid. It's all horrifyingly reminiscent of the last such fire in North America 10 years ago. A band's pyrotechnics set curtains on fire at a club in Rhode Island. Within seconds, smoke began to fill the room. 100 died. As in Brazil, not enough exits for people to get out. In Santa Maria, Brazil's president has called for 3 days of mourning. But frustration is emerging too. Friends, he says, ended up dying in a tragedy without any explanation. Pictures of the Kiss Club another time shows huge crowds. Why weren't there more accessible exits? Nightclubs today, she says, care more about the bills that have to be paid than one life. For now, Santa Maria is in shock and in mourning, but hard questions are coming. Eric Sorensen, Global News, Washington.